Hello, today I would like to show off a little exploit involving the Timurids. So I'm going to be combining a number of exploits here to make the Timurids into a horde by 1480 while owning all of their land. So what I'm going to be doing is releasing the Timurids as a vassal while I'm at war with someone, which will turn them into whatever government type of the person I'm at war with. I'll demonstrate it once we get to that. But to do that, we need to fully annex the Timurids. So to fully annex the Timurids, we're going to be multiple piecing out. We're going to be quintuple piecing them, I think. So that's with all of the vassals, which means that we're going to have to occupy every single province to ensure that we can give it all to one vassal at a time. So we'll have to spread out our troops like so between all of the vassals, so they will attach to us and give the occupation to us. Yes, and bund some more troops. And you want to ally the Mamluks immediately, and Uzbek, because that's just going to make things a bit easier for us. You can sometimes get Ajam as well, but it's not particularly necessary. So we just need to spread out our troops, because I'm just demonstrating. And since I'm just demonstrating, I think I'm just going to kill Shah because sometimes the game doesn't play nice when I want it to. And look, he's dead. So now I should be able to ally all of the rebellious vassals. Yes, there we are. You want to make sure you ally every single one of them. It's very important before declaring, and you want to do it quick as well to make sure that none of them decide to declare the war. And now we just attack our liege. So the Isle of Sind, which is quite a rare one for them actually. They usually go with either Biapas or Chagatai, but it won't be a problem because we've got the Mamluks and Uzbek on our side, which is going to make this very, very easy. I'll just check if there's anyone else I can bring in. I can get Ajam, but I'm not sure I should. What the heck, I'll go for it. Let's do it. So, as I was saying, you need to grab every one of these occupations before any of your allies do. So, what's going to happen is, I'm going to transfer every province to Khorasan, which will give them 100% war score, meaning that they'll peace out and take a bunch of land for themselves, which is exactly what we want, because we want, by the end of this, we want the Timurids to be full annexed, so we can release them from our land. Okay, so we now have 100% war score on the Timurids, and we have a man in most of these provinces. It will be fine with the few we've missed. We can just head into them with the guys we've got nearby. So make sure we're not paying for BAM, and now I want to transfer every one of these provinces to Khorasan. There we are, you see, and they've pieced out just like that, and they didn't take Herat. So that's a huge chunk of the Timurids gone, and we're going to get BAM immediately. And we need to head down there and retake Herat. You can not pay for this, but it doesn't really make a difference. Right, I suppose I'll have to give all this stuff to Ajam then. This is not really what I planned for doing, but it's fine. There we go, they pieced out instantly, very nice. Yeah, I better do Fars next. The order you do it in doesn't particularly matter, you just want to make sure you don't cut off any of the vassals by doing it in a certain order. There we go, pieced out. Yeah, they did take all this, which is excellent. And now it's just Afghanistan to do, I believe. But that's unavoidable. There we go. That's them, got rid of. But it's alright. Is that all they cause an Ajam as well? Yeah, this is why you don't bring in Ajam. Bringing in Ajam was a bad idea, because you need to keep those cores on them. But for the sake of the demonstration, it's alright. So now, what I'm going to do is simply grant my independence and annex them. So bear in mind that if a few Timurid spots were kind of left over here, you can always either return core or release nations in these. Just make sure that you do full annex the Timurids. And now, full annex them. And now I own all these. I would have owned Khorasan as well if I hadn't cancelled them right there. So yes, they are terribly disloyal right now. But that is alright, because I will not be playing as Transoxiana too much longer. I do have truces with them for now. So this is where the magic happens. So this is probably the trickiest part, because we do right now need to win a war against Baluchistan. We need to 100% them. So Baluchistan is a Malakite right now. They're a tribal government and they're really close to us. So it'll be easy to 100% them. So this is where the magic happens. So first of all, this is going to seem very odd, but you need to release Fergana. And then we need to grant them these specific provinces. They need Kish, gives them Kish, Kashi, Chajwi, Merv, and Herat. So it's important that we keep them under 100%, which they are 80 right now, which is good enough. So I'll just get to the border. So now, click to release Timmy, click the X, and this window will stay here. So don't accidentally accept this. You've got to keep this window open during the course of the war, which is a bit of a pain. But we need to 100% Baluchistan, and in a month I'll demonstrate why that is. So you'll see here that we actually have two releases for the Timurids. We've got the one on us, which is way too expensive, 400%, but we've also got this one for the Timurids on Fergana, which is only 86%, which is within the realms of possibility. Of course, they don't want to do this, which is why we have to 100% them, so they won't have a choice. But if we do this and press this at the same time, we will be the Timurids with all of this, which means that you can release a nation with this, which is bigger than 100% using this method. And you can do this on any nation, and it was quite difficult to discover actually, but it's really weird. I don't know why this works, but you can't do it if the vassal does not own the former capital. They have to own Herat, and it's like that for every nation. If I didn't give them Herat, then this option here would not be available for whatever reason, but if you do give them Herat, then this appears, which means we can send this offer and also release this, which will give us, as the Timurids, all of this. Of course, the only downside is we will still be a vassal of an OPM Transoxiana, but if we immediately truce break them and annex them, we'll get all of these, and the A is really not that bad. It's certainly manageable, so you don't need to worry too much about that. So yes, I'll just demonstrate that this works. If I can beat Baluchistan. You know what, I think I might just speed this up slightly. We'll just turn on yes man, just demonstrate this. You can definitely win this war from this point. It's not difficult at all. The vassals are not going to declare independence on you just yet, because you're at war. But just for the sake of speed, I'm going to just turn on yes man, just to demonstrate that this can be done. So this is slightly tricky. I know there's lots of methods to do this, but the one that always works for me, and it seems really easy, is you just press C at the same time as you click the send off. So just time your fingers together on the mouse and the keyboard, C and click, and it always works for me. Let's see, this is going to be the time where it doesn't work. There we are. So now I am the Timurids as a Malakite, and we own all this. We have lost most of our cores, unfortunately. Yeah, don't call in Ajam. They must have cancelled all the cores somehow. But yeah, big mistake there on my part, and probably don't do that Sistan thing which cancelled Khorasan. But if you did this properly, then you would have all this with most of your cores, and you would be the Timurids as a horde. But of course, we don't want to just be a Malakite. We're not quite a horde yet. So we can do the Sikhism glitch. I'm not sure this one has an official name either, but you can get all the reforms for free. So to do this, we need to take the first two. You need these first two done. It gives you the second one for free, so you don't need to worry about that. But you need Sikhism to be available. So just to demonstrate, I'm going to spawn in Sikhism. There we are. So you need a single Sikh province, and then you can convert to Sikhism. I think you probably need to be independent, so I'll just annex Transoxiana. And there it is, convert to Sikhism. You do need quite a bit of stab to do this, so I'll just stab up. But now we can convert to Sikhism, which, as you'll see there, will enact Strength of the Khalsa government reform. So let's click this, and now you'll see we have this, but we've also got this. So don't click anything here for now. What we want to do is we are going to need 90 legitimacy. Strengthen the government like that, and now we have this little button here, which gives us stability and 10 legitimacy, and we can adopt Islam as state religion. So let's do that, and you see the Strength of the Khalsa has been abolished and replaced with nothing. So this is actually really good, because you can just do this over and over, and you get 50 relations with all Muslim countries. This is why AE is not going to be a problem. So that's basically 200 relations with every other Muslim, so you don't have to worry about aggressive expansion or anything really. Which is pretty damn powerful if you choose to use it. And of course you can pick your madhab again, your school, and so obviously you want to go for the AE reduction. And now we can just do this again. Let's just stab up and convert to Sikhism. Oh wait, I forgot to click the thing. Yeah, there you go. So it just gives you this for free, and we can keep doing this. So we adopt Islam, click this, and now we've got this, and we can do it again. Stab up, click button again, click this, and now we are a horde. So you can do this as soon as Sikhism spawns. All you need is one Sikh province. It's usually around here. It's really easy to just grab one province from here. Sometimes it spawns in Afghanistan. If that happens, you can just seize the province. So now I'm a horde as a Timurids with pretty much all my vassals. I would have them if I'd done it properly. In really early game, 1480 is roughly when Sikhism spawns. So as soon as it spawns, you can do this. So there you go. It's pretty powerful, and the most powerful thing actually is that you can do this in Iron Man, and since you start as Transoxiana, a Timurid vassal, that you can go on to get true Heir of Timur, conquer India, as Horde Timmy, owning all this. Just bear in mind though that you do need to form the Mughals for the achievement, and forming the Mughals will get rid of your Horde government. So you can either conquer India as a Horde, which would be pretty easy, or you can just do it the old-fashioned way as the Mughals. Either way, you're in a much better position with owning all this. So yeah, as for Vassal Management, I'd recommend immediately declaring war on Ajam, getting all your cores back from that. That should make you look a lot stronger, building your armies of course, and grabbing, as soon as you can, influence. And also making the marches. You can always cancel the marches in future. I had to do that in one of my playthroughs. But yeah, this does actually make for a really fun campaign. Goes back to when Timurids used to start as a horde, owning all this. So I hope this has been enlightening to some people who might be watching this. Bye.